Good evening. I told David if he just kind of waved at me when he was ready, and I would just ask everybody to take their seats, I would do that. And it's amazing how when the teacher walks to the front of the room, the class starts to quiet down a little bit. They don't really get silent, but they kind of take note, and that's kind of what happened here. So I appreciate that very much. We're about ready to start. First of all, I want to welcome everybody to this evening's event, not only the folks that could be with us here live, but also the folks that are with us via the live stream. So during board meetings, I always try to keep watch of how many people are participating and watching, and I won't be able to do that tonight. So David, if you could track that for me tonight, I'd appreciate that. A year ago, when I was transitioning to this position, I looked forward to this event. In fact, it was one of the first events in my previous position that I participated in as a new superintendent. And you get to meet a lot of people, you get to meet their families or their relatives and loved ones. So I really looked forward to this last year, as I know a lot of people did. And then we just weren't able to have it for a variety of reasons. The last 15 months have been really, really challenging, but I'm really excited that we could be here this evening. And I'm really honored to be part of the staff recognition event that we're going to have here tonight. I know we didn't have food and cupcakes and all sorts of other snacks. We do have some things for the honorees this evening. But I just want to begin by saying welcome to everybody. We're excited that you could be here and participate with us. And it's time to get going. Before we take time to recognize all the honorees who've reached milestones with the school district, or who have or are going to retire at the end of the school year, I really just want to recognize the entire staff of the school district. This has been a really hard, like I said, 15 months, dating back to a year ago March, when the floor kind of fell out and we had to adjust on the fly. And I could stand up here and probably give you a long list of challenges that we faced, but what I'd rather do is thank you for the hard work that you put in, and to tell you how proud I am, not only of the people that are with us tonight who are going to be honored, but everybody throughout the school district. Proud to be part of this school district and this community. And I think that despite the challenges that we faced, we've come through with flying colors. So glad to be here. Thank you, everybody. And with that, we're going to start by recognizing our staff that could be with us tonight. We recognize that not everybody could be with us tonight for a variety of reasons. A lot of folks probably wanted to be here and couldn't for whatever reason, and we respect that. I will call everybody up kind of in groups, and once the group is here, we'll do a round of applause then, so you don't have to applaud as everybody comes up. Then we have some tokens of appreciation that Kathy and Hope and Nick will pass out, and then we'll kind of go through the groups one at a time. So if you could, please hold your applause until I've got each of the groups up here, and then we'll kind of cycle through. One of the challenges for me this year is that I just haven't had an opportunity to get out to all the schools and meet everybody and spend time getting to know you. And typically, these are the kinds of events where you tell all sorts of stories. So I've gotten to work with some of you, not all. If you're an administrator that's being recognized, I feel really bad for you because I've worked with you the most. So Mr. Wesley and Ms. Frankowitz, look out. I'm going to spend a little extra time on your groups, but no, as I get to know everybody throughout the school district, that's one of the things I'll look forward to as these events go on into the future. So with that said, welcome everybody, and we're going to start by recognizing those staff members who've been with the school district for 10 years. So I'll just announce your name, and when I announce your name, if you're with us, if you could come up to the front. If you can stand up here at the front, I would ask that you not block the projector so that we can have that as a backdrop. But as you come up, just kind of line up in front, and once the whole group's up here, then we'll proceed. So our 10-year service award honorees are Sarah Biggs, Drayton Eggleston, Carrie Freeman, Kelsey Gilmore. Somebody's always got to go first, right? Kelsey Gilmore, Joel Knobloch, Mary Maher, Melissa Marbury, Michael Rice. He knew I'd talk about him if he was here. Catherine Sorensen, Emily Sullivan, and Michelle Tranchita. We got two of you here tonight, so how about a round of applause? While they're receiving their gifts, if you are one of the honorees that could not be with us tonight, we will get your gift to you, and we'll get it to your home school, wherever that may be. Might take us a day or two to get them everywhere where they need to be, but we will get them to you, so please be patient. The next group that we're going to recognize are our 15-year Service Award winners. This list gets a little bit longer, so bear with me. Rachel Berna, Benjamin Doty, Bethany Fitzenreiter, Jean Flaherty, Janelle Fleeter, Sarah Frankowitz, Mark Gorecki, Amy Hansen, Kelly Hardesty, Raymond Horan, Charles Jennings, Kimberly Kleiser, Nancy Korth, Clay Meyer, Melody Monroe Birdsell, Alyssa Peck, Heidi Phelps, Dane Shaw, and Diane Stolarski. We'll let Diane make her way to the front, and then I'll ask you for a round of applause. Oh, sorry. This is a long list. Thank you, Kathy. Christina Swanson, Nora Ursini. I did my best to pronounce these. If I butchered it, please, I apologize. Kelly Vince, Adam Volkening. Adam gets an extra prize in his, the gift that gets to him because he's got my daughter in class, and I know it's been a long year for him, so appreciate his work and his patience. Jonathan Walter and Stacy Willier. How about a round of applause for our 15-year Service Award winners? All right, the next group is our 20-year Service Award honorees. We'll make sure I get through this whole list without skipping anybody. Matthew Anderson, Carol Brent Slutz, Bonnie Cortell, Dawn Graves, Mary Grimes, Carla Golke, Christina Jordan, James Kohler, Joseph Malecki, Valtricia Sherwood, Craig Wesley. I wanted so badly to mispronounce that on purpose, but I didn't. Barbara White, Dwayne Williams, and Kimberly Woodstrup. How about a round of applause for these Service Award winners? You bet. Thanks, man. Congratulations. One of the other great things about these events are just seeing the interaction between colleagues, and so you get to hear the stories as people come up here and they congregate getting their gifts. But I will tell you that before the event started, just to see everybody, if you work in the same school, you get to see each other on a regular basis. But if you don't work in the same school, but you know people who work in other schools, this is one of those rare opportunities over the last year or so where you get to see people in person. So it's such a great opportunity to do that. It's one of the great parts of these events. All right, these lists are getting a little bit shorter. 25 years in service to Sycamore CUSD 427. These Service Award honorees are Thomas Davis, Ken Tanaki, Cindy Bosberg, and Sarah Ward. Please join me in a round of applause. Our kids always complain that their last name starts with W, so they're always at the end. But I've noticed that the W's have ended up closest to the gift, so they get their gift first, their cookies first. So, you know, it does work out every once in a while. 30 years is a long time. And that's a lot of lives touched, a lot of students interacted with, a lot of colleagues interacted with, a lot of service to our school district and our community. And tonight we have two staff members who are celebrating 30 years with our school district. The first one is Jody Holtz, and the second one is Kathleen Horan. Is either of them with us tonight? Okay. Well, please join me in a round of applause for both of them anyway. So far, these are folks who have reached a milestone within our school district, but we're still going to see next year. They're going to be coming back and continuing to serve our students in our community. This final list of honorees are folks who either have retired, some of them actually retired mid-year and are here to be recognized tonight. Some of them will retire at the end of the school year. So we still get them for a couple more weeks before they get to move on and enjoy retirement. I'm a couple years off from there, but I think I'll enjoy retirement when I get there, just like everybody else will. So we'll get these list of honorees up here next. The first is Annette Irving, Eugene Irving, Shelley, do you get his gift though? It's the way it works, right? Shelley Bryant, Patrice Pritchard, Connie Strassner, Michelle Fay, Allison Holder, Jody Leonard, Diane Hughes, Susan Lee, Deborah Bond, Sally Bruns, Elaine Dwyer, I'm looking this way. I don't even get to see the good stuff. Looks like she's retired already, right? Looks like it. Karen Larson. Mary Jo Schwartz. Reva Murray. Mary Strom. Renee Huva. And Kim Hoffines. Now, before I let these guys get their gifts and we give them a round of applause, I just want to highlight the number of years of service for everybody here. So Annette has 35 years of service. I should have made a note as to who came up when, so I get this right. So I'm going to go down the list. Eugene has 35 also. So between the Irvings, that's 70 years of service. And they worked in close proximity to each other. My wife tells me that we could work in the same office easily. I'm not sure that that's the case. Not even that close as you and Eugene were. Shelley has 27 years. And remind me, is Shelley here? 27 years. If I remember correctly, Patrice is not with us. Is that right? 27 years. Connie Strasner has 26. Michelle Fay has 25. Allison Holder has 23. Jody Leonard has 23. Diane Hughes has 19. Susan Lee has 19. Deborah Bond has 14. Sally Bruns has 14. Elaine Dwyer, 14 on the paddle boat. Karen Lawson has 14. Mary Jo Schwartz has 14 years with the school district. And I think that's everybody who was with us. Reva has 13. Mary Strom has 12. Renee has 11 with us. And Kim has 8 years. So I probably should have done some quick math, but that's a lot of years of service to our school district. And on behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, as well as our entire community, thank you for a job well done. Enjoy these last couple of weeks, and best wishes in your retirement. Thank you. And we have gifts for you as well, so we'll let you make your way over here. Should somebody let Eugene know that she's taken 2 boxes of cookies home, not 1? This does not conclude our evening's event, but it concludes my portion of the event. So at this time, it's my pleasure to welcome our school board president to the front, Mr. Jim Dombeck.
Ooh, thank you. I get to take this off. It's one of the perks of being up here. It was interesting to hear Mr. Wilder speak and to hear him say that it's nice to meet face to face, but I want to tell you, I have trouble recognizing people with masks on. You just don't look the same to me. So I'm looking forward to that day when we can meet face to face for real again without these masks on. But, you know, it's always a surprise. I never know what the superintendent's going to look like when he takes that mask off. Sometimes he has a full beard, sometimes he has a goatee, sometimes he's clean shaven. So it's always a different look. So it's always kind of a mystery. I was listening to the radio the other day, and a young comedian was on, and she was talking about wearing face masks, and She said she couldn't wait for it to be over because she was getting tired of picking up guys who looked great from the mask up. But then when they took their mask off, yuck. So, but at any rate, thankfully, I get to take mine off. I can't believe how many people we're honoring tonight, the years of service for our honorees. Amazing. The loyalty that you all have to the district should be saluted. It's wonderful to have teachers that are as dedicated as the teaching staff that we have here in the Sycamore School District. And I know this has been a tough year, but I want you to know that you're definitely appreciated. Your dedication has been appreciated. We called on you to do a lot more this year than what normally you would ever be called on to do, and you rose to the occasion, and you did a great job, and we appreciate that very much. To those who are retiring, wish you a great future. The number of years you put in, also an amazing statistic. For us to lose all of that experience is just, it seems like it would be devastating, doesn't it? But somehow from year to year, thanks to the dedication of our teaching staff, we're able to pull through. We're able to build on what we already have. So we look forward to that. We look forward to those people who are retiring, enjoying, coming back, visiting, and letting us know how they're spending the rest of their days so that we can be jealous. But we appreciate it very much, and I just wanted to say that it's kind of odd when you look at how many years people have put in, and I'm thinking how long I've been on the board and how young people were when they came, and how now I'm looking at, oh, whether they've been here for 25 years, and I can't imagine that much time has passed. It really, time flies, so enjoy it as best you can, because it really does go fast. 25 years, now that I think about it, just seems like yesterday. But appreciate all the time and the energy and the effort and the service that people have provided. This is the point in the program where we award our honorary doctorate degree, and it's been my pleasure for several years to be able to award this degree. And it really is the highest honor, I think, that we can bestow as a district. And the people who earn this award are really quite extraordinary. The list is well, it's very impressive when you read through it. And this year's award winner is no exception to that rule. And I don't know if she knows or not that she won. But did you know? I'm looking at Kathy Countryman, who is this year's award winner. Kathy's accomplishments are many. I'll list a few. She's been the president of the Northern Illinois Superintendent's Conference and Roundtable. She's been a presenter at state and national conferences. She's been a member of the board of directors and chair of Kishwaukee Education Consortium, a member of the board of directors of Northwestern Illinois Association, member of the University of Iowa Alumni Association, which is probably the one negative thing that's on this list. At least she had the common sense to come east and come and join us. Consultant with many school districts regarding innovative curriculum. She has led the Sycamore School District strategic plan efforts. Well, once for sure as superintendent, and once was really kind of the heart and soul of a second effort. So Also a member of the Presidential Search Committee for Kishwaukee College, and she's established many partnerships with Kishwaukee College and Northern Illinois University. She was always a pleasure to work with. Well, almost always. But one thing you could say about her is that she certainly was student-centered, and she certainly put her heart and soul into the district. She liked to engage the entire community in key decision-making, which I think is an important characteristic for a superintendent in Sycamore. She has a proven track record of a number of accomplishments during her period, not just as superintendent, but also as an administrator and as a principal in the district. She's really one of the first people to volunteer for any activity that comes up, and she has just an enormous amount of energy. She often describes Sycamore as awesome. Before the term awesome even was awesome, she called Sycamore awesome. She's been known to ask unabashedly, "How do you Spartan?" Known to exhort, "Go Spartans." She's an innovative and dynamic person. She exudes a contagious energy that motivates and instills joy of life in everyone that she comes in contact with. And it's my pleasure to present her with the Honorary Doctorate degree this year. So, Kathy. There's a gift certificate that comes along with it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Should I give you the microphone?
I was going to say that might be dangerous. So.
I'm going to give her the microphone, but I'm going to limit her time,
Yeah.
which is difficult to do
Can I
if you
take
know
my
Kathy.
mask off? Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. And you're right. I haven't had a mic for about a year, so this could be super dangerous. So I think, though, last year, our last graduation ceremony, we were able to have in person. I think my speech was shorter than Jim's. So
That's just an impression she
like he said, usually he's been a pleasure to work with too, most of the time. No, I'm kidding, no. Thank you very much. I did not know, so I appreciate this very much, and I appreciate seeing all of you. As Steve said earlier, I think tonight is not only about the people that are here that are getting the awards for each year, and all of you retirees, you'll love retirement. But also for all of you. I've been thinking a lot about you this year. I know it's been a very difficult year, and as I was talking to Amy and Alyssa, when I came in, I said even my adult children that are teachers look very tired. So I just, I commend you and I applaud you and know that I've been thinking about you. So this is very special, and I appreciate this, and congratulations to all of you for all of your years of service. And, you know, as we know, I think, and I can't quote the number this year, but Sycamore has such an amazing retention rate of teachers, nobody leaves. And as Jim alluded to, that's a really good thing. So I recently was at an event and I had someone say to me, well, what is it about Sycamore now that you're not there? What is it that makes people stay? And I said, it's consistency. And so when I look at all of you, and then I look at Jim and Steve, who's here on the board, how many years have you been on the board?
That's 24.
Yeah, 24. So that's a definition of consistency, and I think that's why our students do so well too, is they can count on all of you to be around and be their partners and stay. So thank you very much again. It's great to see all of you. I know I keep running into people, and like Jim said, you don't, with the mask on, you know, I haven't seen people for over a year, and so when I'm like, is that person? And then, of course, it is. So great to see all of you. You all look fabulous, and I would love to stand up here and tell stories about all of you, but not my place tonight, and I appreciate that. So I also, like I said, please tell your colleagues thank you for me. You guys are awesome, really awesome. So thank you. Thanks again. Have a great summer.
That might have been the shortest Kathy Countryman speech that's ever taken place. So I'm sure that if anybody was at graduation and they had a stopwatch, they'll affirm that my speeches were always shorter than yours. In fact, I really like to speak after superintendents because they always think that they're, speaking for just a few minutes, and it's more like an hour. So my speech always seems short after theirs. But we're at the point now where we're ready to conclude our program. Again, I want to thank all of our teachers. Special salute, of course, to those who are celebrating anniversaries, those who are retiring, and but really a thank you to the entire staff. This has been a tough year. It's almost over. I think we can see the finish line now, and we're hoping for better things next year, as we always do, and we'll continue to go onward and upward, and go Spartans, as Kathy would say. Thank you.